So Joseph Riley and Kyle Fowley on the front row of the grid for the senior Rotax finale here at PF International. Matthew Hurst and John Stewart on row 2 from Jack Saffrey and Adam Gleer. Charlie Turner and Scott Mackerel, but Jack Bartholomew, the G-plate in P9. He's the man who is on a mission here today. He can still win the championship, but it is going to be a very tall order. He's got to do an awful lot of hard work and hope against hope that it doesn't go the right way for Joseph Riley. But away we go. There's the points as it stands at the moment. So Bartholomew gets a good initial getaway. It's a bit of a sluggish moment in the midfield. And that was Kyle Fowley dropping down a long way, I think. Oh, we've got a spinner at the back. That's Zachary Jones. That's the Welsh champion. So he's dropped to the back of the grid. He'll be annoyed with that.
Is he the Welsh champion or is he the Celtic champion, as somebody was trying to point out to us online incorrectly some time ago?
Yes, I think the C is Cymru, so that's the Welsh champion. Oh, we've had an off into the hairpin. That's Nathan Aston, I think.
Yeah, right by the camera.
Oh, dear, oh, dear. Nathan Aston just piles into the tyre barrier, and that's his season up in smoke. Oh, dear, oh, dear. He's going to try and get it going again, but... well, that is one heck of a headache to end the season on. But out in front, Joseph Riley looking good to win this championship, which is incredible considering he came into this weekend in second.
Yeah, Jack Bartholomew's had a nightmare weekend. He's only qualified P9 for this second final, the televised final. Riley has qualified pole. Now, effectively what that means with the points as they stand, Riley needs to drop to 5th place with Bartholomew winning, and Riley still wins it, I believe. So Riley, 5th place is good enough, and that's assuming Bartholomew wins, and at the moment, that's a big ask.
Well, later on into the race, Matthew Hurst still chasing down Joseph Riley, trying to get the win off him. It would be nice for him to finish his 2014 season on a high. Making his way through the field, here comes Jack Constable. Nice little move there. And we've got some... oh, Turner and Bartholomew come together. Oh my... wait a minute, that's Fowley. Straight across on Bartholomew. What on earth happened there?
Did he get shoved from behind?
No, there's nobody behind him.
No.
Well, that looks to me like Kyle Fowley just went straight into the side of Bartholomew on purpose. Yeah. Surely not.
Well, I've known Kyle Fowley a long time. I would not think of him as that type of driver.
No, absolutely.
He is the teammate, of course, of Joseph Riley, and we'll know that Riley, from London, junior Rotax champion in 2008, needs to beat Jack Bartholomew. He's his only competition, really, but I wouldn't expect that of Kyle Fowley. But there was nobody behind him, and he turned the wheel left and drove straight into the side of Jack Bartholomew.
I've seen some racing incidents this year. Fergus Walkinshaw and Reece Summerfield in the Ginettas at Knock Hill after the race comes to mind, but nothing quite as malicious appearing as that. That's a good move further back, though, from Brett Ward as he moves up a bit later into the race. And we can see that Riley still being chased down by the 44 of Luke Knott, now up to second place.
Luke Knott.
Yellow flags. What's happened there? Somebody's had an off somewhere on the circuit. Can't quite make out where. But Luke Knott being chased down now by the number 96 of Hurst, who's had an incredible end to the season. This is a very strong run from Matthew Hurst. Good to see the rookie really establishing himself at the front end of the field at the latter part of the 2014 season. As we said before, this kind of result gives you so much confidence heading into the winter. It could set him up for a title charge next year.
Yeah, and just want to mention, talking about next year, we interviewed John Hoyle earlier, of course, and don't forget, if you have never raced, as you see, it's one of the drivers running wide, if you've never raced in Super 1 before, you've got an opportunity to come in, be a rookie next season, racing against other rookies, and in this class, for example, Jake, in seniors, you might only have 3 or 4 drivers who are rookies, never raced in Super 1 before as seniors, with a chance to get a whole season of racing free the following year. What a massive opportunity that is.
Worth every race you compete. It was actually Hurst losing a couple of places there, first to Stewart and then to Adam Gleer, the 37. He slots back into 5th position, no problem. Bartholomew, this championship is disappearing from within his grasp before he's even had a chance to think about... oh, it's a spin in the background.
Oh, tyre off.
The tyre's off.
Wheel, complete wheel.
That's Charlie Turner. Charlie Turner's out of it. That is such a bizarre crash. Unbelievable. He's just lost it. The wheel just fell off. Well, that is absolutely unbelievable.
Some serious mechanicking needs to be going on that kart. Not sure what happened there. It looked like the hub and the wheel just departed from the axle.
Well, I think whoever's responsible for putting the wheels on this weekend is going to be buying the drinks later on to rub the salt into the wound. But up the inside, Hurst is obviously getting back into it, making the move back on Gleer. John Stewart running in 4th position in the race and in the championship, by the way. looking very strong in the latter stages of this race, trying to get on terms. Actually, no, Stewart's up to third place now, so Stewart is right up there, looking good to end his season on the podium. But it's still looking very good indeed if your name is Joseph Riley. It's looking so disappointing indeed if your name is Bartholomew and you wear a GP plate, because he came into this round pretty much thinking he had a great opportunity to take this title, and bad luck and misfortune have snatched it away from him.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for Jack. He has had a great season, taking his first wins at this level this year, and came into this round certainly looking as the favourite. Adam Glear's information there, the 37 kart. Adam's had a good season as well, Jake, hasn't he?
Absolutely. Third in the championship. Third in the championship. You can't take that away from him either. And he's keeping Josh Collins at bay at the moment in the 10. But even though it's disappointing for Bartholomew, we can't take away just how well Joseph Riley has done this year. He's been incredibly strong too. And he's taken the fight to Bartholomew right the way to the end. And he's taken this championship away from him at the last. Not just through misfortune, but he did what he had to do. He needed to run at the front. He needed to put in some good results, some great points. He's done everything he needed to do to take this championship. It's not just a case of Bartholomew losing it. It's also very much a case of Joseph Riley coming out and winning it.
Yeah, absolutely. He had a good start to the season, fell away in the middle part of the season. Bartholomew took the advantage, but Riley, champion that he is, has come back strong. This will be his last season in karting. I understand that he will be working as a mentor for the younger drivers in the Strawberry Racing team from next season.
That was Adam Glear making his move on Stewart, who's lost 2 places now. Hurst has gone up into 3rd position, and still Riley is hoping to try and finish his season on a winning high, but he's got to keep in front of Luke Knott to do so, and there is Bartholomew down in 7th place. It's not going to be enough.
Yeah, he's going to be disappointed, Jack Bartholomew. He'll be disappointed with that incident earlier on in the race. He'll probably be wondering what all that was about. He's got Kyle Fowley well behind him now.
Well, that, I think, is going to be an incredibly long conversation in the pits afterwards, and not just between them. I think the stewards might have something to say.
Yeah, I don't think there was any warning flags come out for Fowley. I think, to be fair, I mean, if you're on one side of the track and you just drive into another driver and an official sees that, that will be an instant black flag. So I have to assume that it's not been seen. Might be, as you say, an interesting conversation later on between Bartholomew and Fowley. What was all that about, my friend?
Well, the reason he might come up with I think is going to be very interesting for that one. Did he just lose it and go straight into the side? I can't imagine. Carl Fowley's a very good driver. Matthew Hurst, 3rd position, about to lose it to Glear. Stewart might get an opportunity to follow as well, and he has done. Hurst saves it on the outside of the curb. He almost lost everything, and now he's going to try and hold off Collins, and this is allowing Bartholomew to get closer to the mix. This is 7 drivers all fighting for position here, with all of them still very much in touch for the win. Fowley is a long way back in 8th position. I think that was Bartholomew at the back of the crew.
Yeah, he was looking down the inside at Bobby Game corner. Not sure whether he's made that stick, but he's running out of time.
Riley, Knott. And now we go into the final stages of this race. Last lap, Riley from Knott and Adam Glear up to 3rd position. Knott is looking very, very strong through the first part of the course, through the Bruno Ferrari chicane. Josh Price, fastest lap, and he's made up 16 places on his starting position while he's been on that charge. And it is fantastic to see him move his way through the field. I think Bartholomew has got himself up at a 6th position. Glear is defending his 3rd position. Stewart trying to make his move. Collins, Bartholomew and Hurst down in 7th position now. But here comes Knott having a little bit of a look for Riley. Can't quite get through. Collins and Bartholomew side by side. He's already been in the wars one too many times this afternoon. He doesn't want any more as Hurst manages to shave off Collins for 6th position. And still Riley from Knott, and it's going to be a championship victory for Joseph Riley. He's done a fantastic job in the final round of the championship. He's made it look very hard work, but he has won it in style. Through the left, through the final right-hander, and he has done it, and that's what it means to him, the champion of 2014 in Senior Rotax. What an amazing performance. The man of the race for making up places, Sam Marsh, made up 19 off the start, but Riley is the champ.
I started P6 on the grid. I mean, I had an average start, and then yeah, as every lap went by, I just picked them off one by one, and then with 3 laps ago, I managed to get onto the leaders, but I just didn't have the pace to pass them. I mean, it was a great race. I mean, the weekend's been fantastic. I just like so massive thanks to AIM, my teammates, and of course my mum and my dad. Thank you.
Luke, congratulations, up 8 places. You've only done a couple of rounds of this, but you're up on the top step again. What's going on?
Yeah, well, luckily I've been quite fast recently, and race has been going quite well. That race I did get a good start, so it sort of helped me out for the rest of the race. Got to about 4th or 5th, and then I was just reeling in Joe for the rest of the race, really, so went quite well.
Coming to this round, 7 points behind, I think I was. It's been really, really hard racing. You know, I didn't have a very good qualifying, but I had some great heats. I had a win and a second. You know, it's been a really, really good meeting for me. Bartholomew had a few bad races, and that's why I managed to get a few points back.
And I know between you and second place, it seemed quite tight at times. What were you thinking?
Yeah, it's been tight all the way through the championship, to be honest. It's been me and Jack all the way through. You know, it's so close. When there's only a few points, you know, you're so nervous trying to get those points back, and you always want to be ahead. It's been a really difficult year.
And going forward to next year, what's going to happen?
I'm looking to work more with Strawberry, more in developing other drivers. My racing career is finished as of this year. I've got one more race at the World Finals, so I look forward to doing that.
The winner of the race, the winner of the championship. Joseph Riley takes it from Jack Bartholomew in perfect fashion. Adam Glear third in the series from John Stewart, Sam Marsh and Josh Price. What an amazing season it's been, and what a worthy winner in Joseph Riley, taking it at the final race. And there's his ticket to the Max Challenge Grand Finals from John Hoyle. More after the break.